A few months back, I got invited to a dinner party with my old college friends. We hadn't all been together in years, so I was pumped. The house was nice, the food was great, but something felt off. My friends laughed at all the right moments, but their eyes were blank. "Remember our old dorm?" Sarah asked, her voice flat. "Yeah," I said. "Good times." "Good times," they all repeated at once. My skin crawled, then I noticed none of them were eating, just watching me. I set down my fork. I should head out. Sarah grabbed my wrist. Her hand was freezing. "But you just got here," she said. The lights flickered. When they came back on, the table was covered in dust. Cobwebs hung from my friends' shoulders. Their skin was gray, their eyes hollow. I tried to pull away, but their fingers dug in harder. "Stay," they whispered. "Forever." Sarah's mouth moved, but the voice wasn't hers. It was deeper, rougher. "You left." Then it hit me. 5 years ago, we'd all gone on a trip together. A reunion weekend in some rented cabin deep in the woods. But I had bailed last minute. Work, stuff. I'd told them I'd catch the next one. There was no next one. The news reports said it was a gas leak. The cabin filled with carbon monoxide while they slept. They never woke up. And now they were here. Not ghosts. Not exactly. Something worse. Because they weren't just dead. They were hungry. Sarah leaned in, her breath like old dirt. "You were supposed to be with us." The others stood, their chairs scraping against the floor, their mouths opened too wide. I yanked my arm free and ran. Behind me, I heard them laughing. I didn't stop until I was in my car, speeding down the road. When I finally looked back, the house was gone. Just an empty lot, overgrown with weeds. But my wrist still ached where Sarah had grabbed me. And in the rearview mirror, just for a second, I saw her sitting in the back seat, smiling. "Next time," she whispered, "you won't leave." Then she was gone. But I know she'll be back. They all will. My daughter, Jenny, had her first sleepover at her friend Lisa's house last Friday. She was so excited. They were going to watch movies, eat junk food, all that kid stuff. Around midnight, Lisa said she was going to brush her teeth. Jenny waited and waited. "Lisa," she called. No answer. She checked the bathroom. Empty. The toothbrush was bone dry. Then she heard giggling from Lisa's room. Jenny opened the door, relieved. "You scared?" The room was dark. Lisa sat on the bed facing the wall. "Lisa!" Jenny took a step closer. Lisa's head tilted. "You weren't supposed to see me yet." Jenny froze. That wasn't Lisa's voice. The thing on the bed turned and smiled with too many teeth. I went to see my old buddy Mark last weekend. We hadn't hung out in years, so I figured it was time. When I got to his place, the front door was unlocked. Weird, but whatever. Mark was always careless about stuff like that. Inside, everything looked normal. Same old couch, same photos on the wall, but it was dead quiet. No TV, no music. "Mark?" I called out. Nothing. I walked to the kitchen. There was a fresh pot of coffee on the counter, still warm. A single mug sat on the table, half full. My stomach tightened. Then I heard it, a whisper from upstairs. "Up here." I climbed the steps slowly. The hallway was dark, but Mark's bedroom door was cracked open. I pushed it wider. Mark was sitting on the bed, his back to me. "Dude," I said, forcing a laugh. "You trying to freak me out?" He didn't move. I stepped closer. "Mark." Then he turned his head, way too far. His grin stretched wider than it should have. "I've been waiting," he said. I bolted for the door, but when I got downstairs, the front door was gone. Just a smooth, blank wall where it used to be. Behind me, Mark whispered, "Stay a while."